My people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Matala FC. We are within this transfer window.
He's not make sure. He's
I have to jump in straight, guys. This transfer window is amazing. It's crazy, it's amazing, it's flabbergasting. All those adjectives, all those pronouns, all them things. Liverpool, we have to start with the reigning Premier League champions. So that's Mamadashvili. They signed a young goalkeeper to replace Kelleher in Pep something, I forget his name, Florian Wirtz, Jeremy Frimpong, Milos Kerkez, and now Hugo Ekitike from Frankfurt. So the Frankfurt tax, firstly, has struck again. 95 million for a player they acquired from PSG for 16.5 million. How have they inflated the price to that extent? But it's not the first time. They sold Kolo Muani to PSG, I believe, for the same price, around 90 something million. How do they do this? Some years back, Jovic came from Frankfurt, I believe, to Real Madrid, inflated price because he was a flop. Even Real Madrid fans can't fight that. But here we go. Sixth signing for Arne Slot, looking to slot in a few players for the upcoming season. I know that's an overused pun, but guys, this is scary. Liverpool have intent. They are so deliberate. I never thought their owners, their board in FSG would ever spend close to 300 million in a single window, but they're doing it. They're doing it. They could still sell Luis Diaz, Bayern Luke Keane. They could still sell Darwin Nunes. You know, if the Saudi offers keep coming, Nunes will leave, maybe in Europe, but it's not looking likely. At some point, Napoli wanted Nunes. That fell through. They got a different striker. But Liverpool, hey, as Liverpool fans, I'm sure you're ecstatic. The Reds, you'll never walk alone. Y'all are running right now. Y'all are running the transfer window at minimum. But yeah, guys, let's see how Hugo Ekitike gels in. His name can be spelled either way, from back to front, front to back. I saw that on social media. Interesting case. Yeah, I digress there for no good reason. But yeah, Hugo Ekitike, 23-year-old striker, not a great number of goals last season. I believe in total across all competitions, he just made about 30 goals slash assists. But hey, great signing, you could say. Great potential. Same age as a Joao Pedro, because Chelsea did inquire about Ekitike, sorry. But when we heard that 100 million from Frankfurt, Chelsea said, nah, we do not do that here. And we did not do that. We went for the cheaper option, who could prove to be the better option. Let's see how next season goes. You get me? More speculation. A player that played for a rival club, still under the books of a rival club, Marcus Rashford will be playing for Barcelona on loan next season. And I'm really happy for Rashford, only because I like Rashford. You know, as a player, when he was integrated by Louis van Gaal, the way he just burst onto the scene, I really felt that's an English star. I've always wanted him at Chelsea. Maybe not now because he's towards 30, but over the years, I always told, you know, my fellow Man United fans, no. Oh my God! Other fellow, other Man United fans, my uncle, other people, I would always say, if you're giving me a Man United player, give me Marcus Rashford. The versatility of him being a striker or a left wing, key. Barcelona, if you're not betting on Barca to go all the way in the Champions League with the acquisition of Rashford, I don't know who you're betting on. I'm definitely saying it now. If it's not Chelsea winning the Champions League, it's going to be Barcelona. That could be the final. You get me? Bring us Barca. Bring us the Catalunas, the Blaugranas. We need them. We beat them. You get me? But what an acquisition. I believe Barca at some point did inquire about Luis Diaz, but I think they've always wanted Marcus Rashford. Equally, Marcus Rashford has always wanted to play Champions League. I believe that's also why he didn't want the Villa move permanently. He opted to wait for Barca if they wanted him, and it's worked out for the player. Good luck to Rashford. Rashford versus Mbappe, El Clasico, we'll be there. You get me?
if you don't get it, forget about it.
Confirmation, because we're going to speak on Arsenal. Nani Madueke has arrived. He's taken his pictures. And now Arsenal fans have gone from petition not to sign the player to full support. He's our player. May he shine. May he, bring out his best. He'll be a better player at Arsenal than he ever was at Chelsea. We shall see. But if I'm speaking without bias, I do feel Arteta's system suits Madueke more than Maresca's system. Maresca's system has a lot of pressure for wingers. If you're not willing to take it on, you will crumble in Maresca's system. The wingers are isolated. The wing backs rarely flank. We saw it a bit with Gusto, but we weren't playing an out and out winger on that side of the pitch. Pedro Neto had taken on the left wing. So Gusto flanking is a rare occasion. So the wingers rarely have help. You have to go at your man. We saw it with Sancho. He was successful in the beginning, then he started to drop off. Then we started to question as Chelsea fans, what's going on with Sancho? Madueke equally. He would start certain games hot. You know, the Wolves game where he got a hat trick. He was hot, going at his man, creating space, shooting, scoring, but he couldn't do it across seasons. But in Arteta's system, I believe they play differently in the front line. Most of the times, if Saka can't get past his man, there's always the option to cut it back to a midfielder, you know, and there's more space. Arsenal creates space on the pitch. So Madueke should shine. You know, I'm not selling him to Arsenal fans, but I think he'll be better for Arsenal than he was for Chelsea, sadly. Might see glimpses of the PSV Madueke. You get me? More Arsenal speculation is that Gyökeres's dad was crying because Arsenal are taking their time to sign his son. Is that true? Because Fabrizio posted this. I usually check Fabrizio on Facebook. Yeah, your boy is old school. Either Facebook or Instagram. I don't see him on Twitter. So I saw this and I'm like, Gyökeres' dad cried. Arsenal, you're making fathers cry. Sign the boy. Get it over the line. Men are crying. Like that was some of the craziest thing. Like Fabrizio posts anything these days. You get me? But yeah, it looks like Man United joined the race, you know, sneaking in. But I don't think Gyökeres and his agents are keen on no Champions League football. That's probably the only thing halting any prospect of Gyökeres joining Man United. So he's likely to join Arsenal if Arsenal become just a bit more aggressive in getting this over the line. Learn from Man United. If it's 70 million, give them. You get me? Just succumb, if anything. You get me? Let's jump into Chelsea, guys. Oh, we've broken down our rivals at length. So I think it's time we speak on our boys and our potential boys. So Nicholas Jackson, apparently his representatives did meet with Man United. Reported by one of the common Chelsea reporters, not Ben Jacobs, Nazir Kansal. You guys might know him. And apparently, if we are to sell Nicholas Jackson, Chelsea are still keen to have Garnacho, but say Gyökeres. We're keen to have Garnacho come the other way. Why do we want Garnacho? Why? We could have just gotten Malik Fofana. Now Bayern are linked with Malik Fofana. He's such a good player. Why didn't we just become aggressive with Malik Fofana? Why do we like Garnacho? What's Joe Shields saying for us to want Garnacho? I don't get it, guys. I really don't get it. But yeah, if Jackson is to leave, and if it is Man United, we're likely to get a player in the opposite direction, and it's probably Alejandro Garnacho. Weird one. What is the valuation for Chelsea fans on Jackson? Most of us, I think, would be happy with a 60 million, maybe 70 if we inflate it a bit. But Jackson overall, I think he can leave, guys. I think he's surplus to requirements. The arrivals of both Joao Pedro and Delap in a single window really taint Jackson's path. And it's sad. It's sad, if anything. But let's jump into the final one, guys. I'm looking down at the screen right now as I share the screen with you guys. How possible is it that Xavi Simons or Morgan Rogers could join us in this window? What I will say before anything is that between the two, I would take a Morgan Rogers. Premier League proven, another Man City roots player. That would mean we have Palmer, Jamie Gittins, Romeo Lavia, Tosin. Maybe there could be another, but these men all have Manchester City roots, and we would be bringing in a Morgan Rogers, who would be the fifth one, or Xavi Simons. Now, Xavi Simons is a year younger. He turned 22 in April. Morgan Rogers will turn 23 in about 6 days from today, in about a week's time or so. Now, numbers-wise, that's the interesting one. Morgan Rogers has spent a full season in the Premier League across 48 games. Oh, a season and some change, it seems. That's 11 goals and 12 assists across 48 games. Xavi Simons, across his career stats, Eredivisie, 34 games, 19 goals and 8 assists. Bundesliga, 57 games, 18 goals, 20 assists. So In the Bundesliga, that's 38 goal contributions. In the Eredivisie, 34 games, the man clocked 27 goal contributions. So Xavi Simons is convincing. La Masia roots, Netherlands player, Dutch player. You have to appreciate the discipline of a Dutch player, but Morgan Rogers is Premier League proven. And he's the originator of the code celebration. It is owned by Cole Palmer now, but he's Cole Palmer's friend, and he got it from Morgan Rogers. Cole Palmer got it from Morgan Rogers. So maybe that chemistry will be instant if Morgan Rogers joins us. I don't know. I'm sold by Morgan Rogers. He plays in an Aston Villa side where I've seen him play as a cam, left winger, right winger. That versatility, Maresca loves that. In terms of depth, it's another discussion. Where do either of these players even fit in at this point, with Esteval Willian also arriving? Noni Madueke probably had to leave to make space for Esteval somehow. Esteval can operate as a right wing, but he does prefer to operate as a cam. Xavi Simons is a cam. I believe also Morgan Rogers prefers to be a cam. That's just saturation. That's serious saturation in the squad. But I would still take either or. I would prefer Morgan Rogers, but I'd also take a Xavi Simons, guys. I would. Yeah, I would not fight that. Chelsea are moving wild. As much as Liverpool are moving wild, we're also trying our best. We've really had a good window, I would say. We've strengthened in the right positions, but maybe not the best positions. We need a left back. Please, Jorel Hato. Before we think about Xavi Simons and Morgan Rogers, let's get Jorel Hato from Ajax. Cucurella needs good backup. We're not going to get Vega out. Vega might join Atletico Madrid, actually. Looks like the speculation is gaining traction, but we're not going to bring him back to Chelsea. We need someone to come in on that left back position. We forbid anything wrong happens to Cucurella, but we need some backup. You get me? I've enjoyed this, guys. Transfer talk is always interesting. We can always share our emotions. I'd love to hear your thoughts, the players you think Chelsea could still add, and just how scary Liverpool are. Let's share the pain, guys, because Liverpool, this is daring from them. You get me? Blessings, my people.